In this video, I'm going to show you how to create rhinestone t-shirts using Cricut Design Space and Cricut Explorer 2. Let's get right into this tutorial. Alright, so if you click the link down below in the description, it's going to take you to my website. Anything that you grab from here is directly supporting my channel. It is my website. I do make all these files that I'm about to show you. So if you plan on grabbing something or you already have, I greatly really appreciate you. So right here we're going to go through all the fonts that we have. There's a couple of elements in here. Honestly, the best deal for you is to grab the Ultimate SVG pack. It's gonna have every little thing that I have. And right now, if so for some reason there's two in the cart, but Fam 50 is gonna make this pack 50% off, so it's gonna make it $20. It only says $40 because there's two in the pack. So use code FAM50 is gonna make it 50% off, and it's just gonna download as a zip. You're gonna extract it, and you're gonna have all of the SVG files that are all made currently. I am working on a volume 2, but right now this is the first one that has the 24 files. It also has the rhinestone sheets on here too, which are pretty clutch. So once we have that, this is what we're gonna end up with, but I'm gonna show you how I did that. So we're gonna go to upload image, and then just import your SVG file. I'm gonna just put a random one, but these are all part of that pack. We're going to go right here into Cricut Design Space, the canvas, and they all import, right? So we're going to go right here. We're going to hit ungroup, and that's going to make them all individual. And what we're going to do is we're going to just go ahead and, I'm just going to do some random, I don't know, am I even spelling anything? I don't know. Let's just put days. Don't ask me why, I don't know. So you can do this however you want, make it as nice as you want. Let's say you're happy with it, right? And if you do need another letter, you can just duplicate it. That'll work also. Let's go ahead, combine, unite, or weld work. Boom, there we go. Go to shapes. Probably add the rectangle. Let's make it yellow. Highlight all of it. We're gonna go ahead and slice it. This is gonna knock the holes right through, and then once it's done, just go ahead and delete all the layers. And this is the template that we're left with. This is the one that we're actually going to be cutting. I just did this just so you can see the steps on how we're going to create this stencil. So let me go ahead and delete this. Now we're just going to go ahead and hit make it. And you can save it, and then as you can see here, this one is going to be a 12 by 24. Do not mirror this. I know for heat transfer vinyl we're going to mirror it, but for the rhinestone flock we're not going to have to do that. So that's going to be the end of the Cricut Design Space part. Now let's go ahead and go to the Cricut vinyl cutter, and then we'll go to the heat press. And if you have any questions so far, just leave them in the comment section. Alright, so we connected our Cricut Explorer 2 via Bluetooth. For the needle pressure, we're going to go ahead and do Poster Board Plus. It's just on the knob, it's the last setting. What this does is helps it cut twice, so it'll cut the circle and then it'll cut it again before it moves on to the next one. Next thing, make sure your needle doesn't have any extra debris. Make sure it's clear. If there's anything blocking it, it is going to mess up the rhinestone flock. I have put the rhinestone flock onto the Cricut mat already, and this is what it's going to look like. It does come in a roll. But we're going to go ahead and feed it in. And then we're going to go ahead and do fast mode. And right here it is blinking. If you have any questions so far up to this point, make sure you leave them in the comment section. We're going to go ahead and hit the blinking C and it's gonna start cutting. This is gonna take a few minutes with the Cricut Explorer 2. I would just estimate it's gonna take about 5 minutes or so. I believe the newer ones probably won't take as long, but I'm still happy with my Cricut Explorer 2. It does everything that I needed to, so I will see you in the next step once this is done. So now that the vinyl cutter is done, all you do is peel the flock and the holes are going to come right off, and this is what you're left with. Now just go ahead and add your rhinestones, and for this project I'm using SS10 hot fixed rhinestones. Just go ahead and brush them in and they're going to fall right into place, and you're going to be left with just a few missing ones. Just go ahead and grab your tweezers and set them into place. And now that you're done, just go ahead and carefully add your transfer tape. Make sure you're really careful because you don't want to mess up on this part. It's really annoying if you do. And now that we're done, let's go ahead and go to the heat press. Alright, so I went ahead and I set the heat press to 335 degrees because that is going to be the temperature that I recommend for hot fixed rhinestones, especially if you're getting them from me. In this video, we're using a Shockaware Super Max Heavy. On the website, when I have these, if you guys want to support, I am going to have black, and I am going to have the option for it to be cropped. There are, Shaka makes the cropped drop shoulder one as well, so that'll be on the website. These ones are really nice. I do like Shaka's, more so the Super Max Heavy, and then like I said, the drop shoulder one. So the first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is pre-press the shirt for like 10 seconds. That's gonna get any moisture that's in the shirt taken out, so that way the glue can adhere properly. And in this video we are using a Fancier Studio 16 by 24, and this one does have the pull-out drawer. And then here is our transfer that we made earlier. And go ahead and take this off carefully. So I've done this a bunch of times, so I pretty much just eyeball this for the most part. But if you don't want to eyeball, just well, that was actually pretty good for my first, setting it. They do have t-shirt rulers that you can put here, but once you start doing it for a couple years, you're gonna be able to eyeball it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and press this for about 15-20 seconds or so, and this is medium pressure. It's not too heavy. I don't like to use crazy heavy pressure when I'm using rhinestones, because I don't want the shape of the stone to go through the other side of the shirt. So keep that in mind when you're pressing. Just remove a little bit of the pressure. All right, so with these you can peel them hot, and remember right here you're gonna want to peel it slow, so that way you can catch any stones that might not have adhered. But it looks like for us, we were able to get all the stones. And it doesn't hurt to throw it back in for another 5 to 10 seconds. I usually like to do that, especially if you're using a cheaper heat press. This one is more of a budget one. This is the best for the price though. It is on my Amazon storefront. But there we go. I'm really happy with how it came out. So I'm gonna do a little flat lay, so that way you can get a better angle of it and see how the stones came out and everything. But if you have any questions at this point, leave them in the comment section. And if you have made it this far, just know that I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it to the end, I have a special code for the first 2 people to use it. You're going to get the ultimate SVG bundle completely free. Just use the code on the screen at checkout and you'll get it 100% free. Remember, the first 2 people to use it. I just want to reward my true supporters for actually watching my videos. If you're one of the ones to claim it, please comment below so we all know. I'll see you next video.